fractional CMO. Today, I'm here with Dana Loebner from Rent Responsibly. Hello, Dana.
Hello, Rebecca. Great to be here with you.
Thanks for joining me. Can you please tell me more about what Rent Responsibly is?
Yeah, so Rent Responsibly is more than just a platform. I think people have been hearing the name a lot more recently, and it's helpful for me to be able to explain the things that we do so folks understand how they can leverage our support and our help. So we are a community building and education hub that's specifically designed for short-term rental operators, whether you're a host manager or just an operator. Our platform is here to help you navigate the complexities of local laws, professionalizing your hospitality business, and ultimately how to rent responsibly.
Makes sense. So how are you different and how are you unique?
I would say one of the things that really sets us apart is our ability to not only offer free resources to the community at large. So if you've ever gone to rentresponsibly.org, we have tons of guides and templates and playbooks and checklists. But we also offer our services for those that are really looking to professionalize their community impact and professionalize their alliance building efforts. So whether you're just getting started and you're in that beginning phase where you need to learn more about where you need to even start, come to our website. You can see those resources. And then for the folks that are like, hey, I'm a little burnt out. I've been leading my own local organization for the last 5 years. I'm terrified to think that if I steps down from this leadership position, I don't know that the alliance would exist. I can't tell you how many folks I work with that have that same feeling. That's where Rent Responsibly can come in and help that organization build a path to sustainability, build a path for succession planning, and then really leveraging us for tools and resources to help that alliance be able to grow in a manner in which you can bring in more volunteers and make a greater impact within your local community.
Okay, so you guys have free resources and tools, but it also sounds like there might be services if they're needed.
Yes. So specific services that you could leverage Rent Responsibly for are things like building a website. Every local alliance, our belief is that every community needs a local alliance. I'll start there. If you don't have a local alliance, you don't have a united voice. If you don't have a united voice, you don't have a seat at the table, and you're not going to be able to be a part of these regulatory discussions that are happening without that seat at the table. So we help groups build local alliances as one of the ways in which they can leverage our support. So every business has to have a website. So we help you with website design and website management. You have to be able to communicate with hosts within your community and stakeholders. So we do email marketing campaigns and management, and then putting on big events. Some of the best ways to grow your audience or grow your community is to host in-person or virtual events. We help with that. We also do legislative tracking. I think a lot of folks feel like by the time they hear that a regulation is in the works, it's already too late. It's already made its way to second reading, and they really feel like, what can they do? So we have the ability to track legislation for keywords that might indicate when short-term rentals or vacation rentals will be on an agenda. And then more recently, we just launched our community software. So we've launched also a national platform called RR Network. So it's a free network for anyone to join. It has a ton of resources, events, ways to connect with members from around the country and around the world. Actually, we just had someone from Uganda join. But you can also have your alliance have a digital hub, a digital community where members can connect with each other. They can get access to gated private resources. This is where they can process their membership dues and payments. It's really a seamless hub for them to be able to have a benefit that drives value to the members so that they can continue to grow their alliance.
Okay, honestly, that was a lot more than I was expecting. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, thanks for asking.
Is there a prerequisite to working with you? Do I need to have anything in place in order to access these opportunities?
No, I'd say the first thing is just you have to be willing to do the work. Rent Responsibly is not going to be your local community. We're going to help empower you to build a group and to build a leadership team and to build a presence. We're going to teach you how to take that chair and bring it up to the table. We're going to equip you with the tools and the knowledge to understand how to be a professional speaker, how to give public testimony, how to set up a board, what's a good structure and cadence for meetings, all of the really nitty-gritty details We provide you through our resources and through our hands-on, more service-oriented support. But I'd say there's really no prerequisite. Like, you could be a host. A lot of the hosts that we work with that become leaders of these organizations, these local alliances, they are a host with a casita in their backyard. They just have one little ADU in their backyard, and they're inspired to fight for that right to be able to rent that ADU. Some of the clients that we work with, they're property managers who decide to leverage their staff to help participate in building out that leadership team. So it's the only thing I'd really say is the prerequisite is a willingness to roll up your sleeves and a willingness to be part of the movement and be a change maker.
Okay, so if you could think about one of your happiest, I guess, partners right now, could you tell us about why they are so happy with you?
As cheesy as this sounds, it's hard to think of just one because a lot of the clients and our partnerships that we've built, they become way more than just a customer or a client. They truly are our friends. I think if anybody's watching this and knows me, we build a community that really has that family feel. And so I think the one that stands out to me the most would be undoubtedly John Hildebrand of the Arizonans for Responsible Tourism. This is Arizona's statewide alliance. And John and that entire group have been incredible partners with us for the last few years. And it's been so fun to watch the momentum that they've been building and the camaraderie that they have with each other. Just yesterday, John left me a voice memo expressing his excitement about the momentum for 2024, all these new volunteers that they were bringing on, and he just couldn't stop singing the praises of how they wouldn't have been able to do it without our support. Like, we have to keep in mind, people that are volunteering to become a leader of an alliance, they're volunteering. They're not getting paid to do this. When I started my own alliance back in the day, I wasn't paid to do the work I was doing. And so you really have to be passionate and you really have to feel supported and inspired to continue on and be able to pick yourself back up when you feel like you've had a loss. And so I hear it time and time again from the folks that we work with that they couldn't do it without our support. And nothing gives me more satisfaction to know that, because when I was in their shoes, and still am in their shoes in a lot of ways, I needed the support that we're able to provide to groups now. So it's a really a nice testimony, and it always gives me a little boost of energy and vigor for what we do when we get that kind of feedback.
Perfect. So if anybody wants to get in touch with you, what's the best way?
The best way is to go to your inbox and type in and send me an email. You can go to dana@rentresponsibly.org, shoot me an email. I also have a meeting link, which is hubspot.meeting/D Lubner, Lubner. But you can also just go to our website, rentresponsibly.org. That's going to be a really quick way to be able to get in touch with me, the team, and a ton of the resources we have.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time today. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Thanks so much, Rebecca, having me here. This has been wonderful.
Okay, good. Cheers, everybody.
Bye.